this is your daily for April 24th. It's general. It's not going to resonate with everyone. That's okay. Not in any particular area of life. Not in any not directed at any particular zodiac sign. You'll read the message that comes out. It's your daily message for April 24th. Hope these messages find everyone in good health and good wealth and good spirits. A couple more shuffles here, and we'll go ahead and get started. Excuse me. If this doesn't resonate with you, that's perfectly fine. As always, energy is fluid. Time is also fluid. You may find that these messages resonate with you much later. They may just, if it doesn't sit in your spirit and you just know this is not the message for you, it's okay to click off. There's plenty of other content here on the channel, and there is plenty of other channels here on YouTube to check out. All right, one more. Okay, the Fool in the reverse position. You know, I think this is just kind of the energy that everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people are sitting in. There is a lot of pain. I don't feel like you're necessarily in pain at the moment. You may very well be. Okay, you may be a little bit fearful to leap to the next chapter of your life, to the next person of your life. You may be reluctant to make any split decisions. I actually think that's a really good thing, especially if you know you're coming from a place of pain, a place of, hurt, or maybe you feel like you've been a bit jaded. Maybe you're just really going through it. I don't want you to beat yourself up about that, all right? With the Fool in reverse, sometimes it can point to someone who feels a little bit foolish. It can point to someone who's distracted, someone who's blinded by ignorance. I'm not calling you stupid. Ignorance and stupid are different. Ignorance is lacking the knowledge of, okay? So maybe you don't feel like you have enough information to go off at this point to make a leap, okay? And the fact that you are a little bit hurt can be confusing on where do we go from here, okay? I get it. It's cool. Now, I will say, this is the message for the 24th. So from this point, or the point when you're watching this, it'll be just a couple of days until you're going to reach that maximum full moon in Scorpio energy. Now, many people actually experience much more intense energy during the pre-shadow, and that's kind of what it's been looking like, and it's okay. All right, you may feel really, really restless. Some of you, it's like no matter how long I lay here in bed, I'm just not getting any sleep. Something like this came out in yesterday's message. So you may feel like you just don't even want to wake up anymore. Like, no matter how long you lay in that bed, you just don't feel like you're getting the rest that you need, no matter how long you sleep. Some of you may be even going into very intense dream states, okay? I'm told, I'm not sure why I'm doing this, but I'm told to pull. Okay, yeah, got it. All right. So there's a major shift that's happening, and you feel like it's out of your control, okay? You may feel like everything that you once knew is just no longer is. And of course I'm going to be in this state of procrastination because I don't know where to go from here. I don't know what I'm supposed to do from here. I don't know what's going to be in my best interest, okay? Everything that I thought I knew and was familiar with is kind of going against the grain. And even I'm hearing someone like, I'm catching myself doing things that were always completely against my nature, completely against my morals, my values. Like, why does that suddenly look so good to me right now? Okay, there may be a question of finances has been coming up, and that's just kind of the energy that we're in overall with the state of the world and things trying to get back on track. And as I told you before everything happened in February of 2020, that the mass, like the global thing that was about to take place at that point, it hadn't yet, would never go back to the same. It would never be the same again. Okay. Oh my gosh. There's this cute dog with the most beautiful blue eyes that just strolled up to my window, had my window open, and just staring at me. It's like, I don't know, looking deep in the eyes of, I don't know, it's just weird. Anyway, yeah, we're taking a really deep look at not only ourselves but everyone that's affected by this. And it again, it just can be overwhelming. There's a lot of thought process here about like, where do I go from here? What is going to make me the happiest? There's a bit of guilt coming through as well about like, should I feel guilty about being happy in the current climate? I mean, I'm hearing "I Wish It Would Rain" by the Temptations. Oh, it's okay to be lost. They're saying it's okay to be lost. It's okay that you don't know your way. It's okay. I'm seeing someone roll down the window. It's like they roll down the window and finally they're just so disgusted and so distraught with this map that they can't read, that they don't feel like they just like they're trying to drive, they're trying to hold their coffee, they're trying to read this map. They don't know where they are. They're in in an unfamiliar place and they're just getting so frustrated with it. And finally they like calmly pull over to the side of the road. They set the coffee down. They got their hands on the steering wheel. They take this deep breath. I mean, it's just this really deep breath. I'm seeing a lot of desert, and it looks very apocalyptic almost, right? It's this dried up desert with these, I'm seeing these hawks and vultures out in the distance. I'm seeing the armadillo across the road. It's like this whole like scenery, right? And I'm seeing them sort of. Okay, baby. Sorry, y'all, my little guy. And so it's just really, it looks, like I said, very apocalyptic, very like near death, very like, oh my God, I can't make it. I can't go on. There's no water. There's no gas station. I have no idea where I'm at. Da 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 da. And so they put their coffee down slowly. They pull over. They put their hands on the steering wheel. They take this massive breath and they just look up and it's like, okay. Suddenly there's beauty in the desert. Suddenly that armadillo is beautiful. Suddenly the sounds of the birds sound really beautiful and they just get back on the road, quietly, slowly. They get back on the road and they take this map and they just throw it out the window. Now the wind is blowing their hair back. Now they're in a convertible. Now it's like, now instead of a over anxious, almost panicky state, okay, that they were having before. Same situation, same scenario, different perception. Now, this is suddenly a freeing experience. Suddenly, this becomes liberating. Suddenly, the desert looks beautiful. The sky looks beautiful. The road is open. This is an entirely new, the wind is in my hair. Like, suddenly, this is liberating. It is the same situation. It is just coming at it from a different perspective and making chocolate cake out of lemons that the universe gave you, okay? You heard what I said. Let's see what's going on with this Nine of Wands here. Mother of Wands. It's just too much. It's overwhelming. Like, I can't. This energy, oh man, I don't feel stable. One minute I'm up, the next minute I'm down. I don't know if I'm supposed to be happy. I don't know if I feel guilty if I'm happy because so much is going on. I feel guilty to be free. I feel like I've made, somewhere I made a really, really bad choice along the way. There's a lot of guilt here. I don't know that it's warranted guilt though. I don't know that it's not, but it's for many of you, it doesn't feel like it's warranted. Oh yeah, it's just like, I cannot see the forest for the trees. It's never going to happen for me. And this energy is so stagnant and so hung up. Again, we're getting that Hangman, different perception. Okay, it's this switch is like night and day, and it's something that this person can only do for themselves. Okay, Father of Cups in the reverse position. It's like, okay, what I do want to say is whoever may be resonating with this, you could be in a little bit of a vulnerable state. And for that, I want to tell you that you need to be very careful of the ones that come to be a bit emotionally manipulative. Question their motives, question their sincerity, question their agenda, okay? Because they could see you in this vulnerable state and they could kind of be leeching off of you. It's that real, hold on one second. It's that real common denominator energy. It's like, oh, I'm lonely and I'm in a bad way, and now they're lonely and they're in a bad way. Maybe I can ease in, kind of suckle off of them. Or maybe someone just moved out and I need a place to stay. If I act like I have a shoulder to cry on, how long will they let me stay? It's not saying that it's necessarily the case, but it's just something to look out for. And I will also say that some people kind of fall into that energy and do those sorts of things without malicious intention. It's sort of their habit. They kind of have a habit of getting caught up in like savior dark cloud energy. That's sort of what they're attracted to. Like they're always attracted to the broken person. And if you're, I don't want to call you a broken person, but if you're going through some things that have you a little bit vulnerable, not at your best, still trying to figure some things out, a big change in your life, a scary change I'm hearing, and it is that. Yeah, they're saying it, and it is exactly that, okay? Make sure that you're not ignoring your intuition. Your compass is off. I'm going to be real with you. Your compass is off. You don't know which way north is, okay? There's magnetic fields pulling you everywhere. Like it's like you're in this vortex that it's like the magnetic, it's off. It's off. I'm seeing that movie with it's Mos Def and Jack, Be Kind Rewind, where I don't even remember what happened, something nuclear or radiation or something, he gets hit by, Jack Black does, and there's a VHS store that Danny Glover is the owner of, excuse me, and he's like, it's like the last, I mean, it's VHS, right? And this is an older movie where like DVDs are becoming really popular or have been popular for a long time, and it's like this store in the hood or like some type of, like kind of slummy area, and it's like the last like kind of piece of history in this neighborhood, and they're really, they want to keep it alive, they're trying to keep it alive. And Jack Black walks by all the VHS tapes and he erases them all because he's radioactive or whatever, so he swipes all the tapes, and they have to make the best of it to keep this place alive. And they start filming these short forms like Ghostbusters in 20 minutes, or whatever, ET in 15 minutes. He's like, they're making the best of this situation. Yeah, it's really weird. So, but yeah, that magnetic field is coming through for you. It's like everything is being erased. Everything, like there's no sort of direction, which is an amazing thing, right? You get a blank slate. You can create your own direction. You can paint this canvas however you want. But if you have no ideas where to start, it can be a very scary thing, especially what you're going to commit to from this point on. It's like, I'm seeing someone very much like, you know what, my life was my life because it was my life, right? It's like whether these situations came by default or, situations arrive, we adapt, we overcome, we continue, okay? That's life. And once you're on a roll, once you have some sort of foundation, though it may be rocky or not solid or cracked or whatever, at least it's something, right? And so then whenever things happen, you react, you take care of, you adapt, you adopt, okay? And you continue on. It's not ideal. Most people still have dreams and think, well, I wish I would have done this different, or if I could get this under control, I would definitely go do this or whatever. But it's direction. You don't have to make a lot of choices because you're so busy trying to maintain stability of life, right? This is common. This is people. Now that the slate is wiped clean, now that you can paint whatever you want, now that you can move in any direction that you want, it's a little bit scary because now you have to make an active choice. Now it's not just a default decision. Now you have to decide what you're going to put on this canvas. You have to decide what road you're going to take on that map. And you have to decide what you're going to commit to, at least as you feel it. I don't think it's maybe that serious. I think you still have time to play around with some things as far as, with this Page of Pentacles coming through like this. I think you have still some time to play around with some ideas. You don't have to make any concrete decisions quite yet. Okay, but there seems to be an overlooming, it's coming through like that overlooming message of like, what if I missed my chance? Okay, what if the cosmos or the universe has offered me this and I take too long deciding, or I decide the wrong thing and I miss my chance? I don't think that's an issue. I think that's really just your own mind kind of taking hold of you and becoming, locking the door and throwing away the key. I don't think that's real. I think that's a fear. I don't believe that that's real. I believe it can become very real if you allow it to. Okay. But I do see with this Ten of Swords in the reverse position that it has all of the potential of working out. Okay. Not going to say it hasn't been rocky. Not going to say it hasn't been hard. Not going to say it doesn't hurt like hell. But it definitely has the potential to be worked through at this point. Let's see what's going on with this Emperor in the reverse position. Yeah, see, this is self. This is self imprisonment, fear, avoiding the issue, avoiding even making a decision. This could even really be someone avoiding a thought process that they may feel. If I'm here, like if I get to the bottom of this, how am I going to react? Better that I stay, they say ignorance is bliss. Okay. I'm saying someone that's like, yeah, maybe I don't need to know everything in that situation. Because if I get there and I find out the truth and it's not what I expected, I have no idea if I'm going to be able to control my emotions. I don't know that that's the best thing for you. You'll have to decide that. Let's see. For now, it may be best that you don't invest in the investigation for now until you can maybe become a little bit more stable in controlling your emotions. Yeah, Two of Swords coming with that Two of Wands energy, Four of Swords, Seven of Cups, Daughter of Pentacles reverse, Seven of Wands upright. It's like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. You just stop. Like I said in the first illustration, they were showing me the person in the car that's all gloom and doom in an apocalyptic desert with no direction, and then throwing the map and deciding this is going to be a liberating experience. We're going to figure it out as we go. It's going to be okay. I'm going to have faith. I'm hearing, I'm going to have faith. I'm going to have faith in the divine, and I'm coming from a hopeless situation, but I don't have to be driving into another one. Okay. This can result in what I want. It's not what I saw for myself. It's definitely not what I expected. But I've got this. I've got this under control. I can get this under control. But I do understand that I have to sit with my emotions. I'm going to have to let some things surface to work through this confusion. Okay. I need some deep breaths for sure. I need to figure it out. All right. I need to get rebalanced, and I need to sort of bounce some things off of myself. I need to sort of play this healthy game of devil's advocate. But overall, I think it's going to be okay. You will have to, though, take that deep breath. The moon. Okay. Yeah. It's a lot of unknown energy. It's a lot of, you're going to have to shift the focus until you can get some things under control so that you can regain the focus of whatever it is you're trying to figure out. Okay. Yeah. Denial coming right there. Like I said over here, it's like somebody really is a little bit fearful to get to the bottom of a situation because maybe it isn't what they thought. Maybe it isn't what they thought. Maybe it isn't what they set out to prove. It's like when you set out to prove someone else wrong and you end up proving them right, you actually end up giving them more ammunition because your research maybe is more diligent. And it actually works in their favor versus yours. It's sort of that situation. Now, I don't know that that's the actual outcome of it, but as someone feels it, it's a very real fear that someone has if they continue to dive in that. And so that is what I have for you. Be strong overall. Leo energy coming out. You actually have Pisces energy out here, Gemini energy out here, Aries energy out here. The energy of the specific zodiac sign is not important, but I do believe that it is important for you to stay strong and understand that there is light at the end of the tunnel. You will have peace and you will learn how to celebrate yourself again, but it's sort of that trials and tribulations era. Okay. But it will pay off. I love you so much, and I will see you tomorrow.